not even joking about this. Oh, she is so strong. Did you see that? She just jumps up in the air and like shoots everybody. But like, if you were trying to stream, speak Polish and speak English at the same time, do you think, and play chess, do you think you could do what Bertosh is doing? Thank you so much, Romeo, for the tier. Welcome back to your 4th month. Thank you. Wait, you guys can't see. Shit. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do it again so you guys can actually see. There we go. Oh my god. Chess boxer to Tyson? I don't know. Tyson is. Poker is really frustrating me today.
Bet.
Neighbor saw the hand.
Fold. Fold.
That's how it's supposed to be? Well, I'm much more frustrated about my gameplay. The first thing that man said was girlfriend. He really had to put it out there. Oh god. Bro, I'm gonna die. I swear I'm gonna die. 3 cloves of garlic. You really think we should use 3? I've got 2. I have 2 cloves of garlic, and these are kind of like chunky garlics, so I think this is enough. Hey Kevin, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I think this is going to be enough. Like, I don't know if we really need that many. Like 3 cloves of garlic sounds a little extreme. These are huge. No, but for real, these are huge. I mean, wait, 3 cloves. Is 3 cloves 3 of the little ones or 3 of the big ones? Oh! Oh, that makes so much more sense. Oh, it's the 3 little ones. I used to run track. I used to do a lot of like sprinting, but I just don't have muscles when it comes to arms because I absolutely failed. I absolutely failed that part. I did a pistol squat. I'm gonna take 2 subs off of that. That's way better than I expected. Okay, awesome. 95% of people can't do pistol, exactly. So I'm already like diamond for working out. Chat, I'm just better than all of you guys. All right, don't worry. I'll make sure I friend zone him on chess.com. Don't even sweat it. I'll make sure he gets friend zone in front of 50k people. Yeah, it's friend zone Friday. Like, I literally, okay, do you guys know the story? So the other day, I was just streaming. I was doing like a thing with my friends, right? And like, I was just wanting to tell my friend about how I'm gonna go here, 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 here. Man, I miss Krechik. Do you guys remember? Oh. Alright, hello everyone. Hope you guys are all having an awesome Friday or start to your weekend. Does look like I am a little bit blurry. So let me fix that. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a good time. Hope you are all having a wonderful holiday season. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. My table is a mess. There we go. That's a little better. I had to move my camera and stuff because I broke a tripod previously. So now I have one tripod, which is really inconvenient because my actual stream camera is hooked up to one of them. So yeah. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you so much, Arsh, for the tier 1 as well. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited because today we are actually going to be running a little viewer arena. And then we're going to be working on our chess dating app, which is going to be really fun. I think you can just count on me for thematic clothing. I like the excuse to wear cute Christmassy or like whatever, really, that I otherwise can't. But yeah, hopefully it will be fun. Hell yeah. I have been good. I have been quite busy, as always. Yo, what the heck, Arcane? Thank you so much. Yo, I really appreciate it. If you do, whenever you get it, which should hopefully be in January, I hope you share what it looks like in your living space or wherever you're playing. But yeah, that's really awesome. Yay, I'm so excited. For those of you who did get to see my chess set the other day, that is currently on for sale. Not this one specifically, but ta-da! It's at !shop. Shop. If you were wondering about it, it is available for pre-order right this second. And when January rolls around, we're going to have hopefully full stock. So shipping will be a lot faster. But right now, if you do order it, it should come sometime in January. Yo! Hello, Vio. Hello. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. And we're also going to be streaming throughout the holidays. So we're going to be streaming the 24th, the 25th, as well as that entire weekend. And then we're also going to be streaming probably either New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I haven't fully decided, but one of the New Year's days. And then we're also going to be streaming throughout January, basically for my birthday. So probably the 1st, I would say, or maybe both. I don't know. Maybe we'll stream on both December 31st and January 1st. But yeah, it should be a really, really good time. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are all having an awesome holiday season. So, yeah, I've got a trip to France planned for my birthday, as always. And it's actually going to be right after my birthday instead of being on my birthday. So, we're going to stream here for my birthday and then we're going to go to France and then we'll probably have Blitz Society sometime next in January, which is going to be also really fun. And then, yeah, we'll see from there. I don't really have February planned out yet. There's a lot of things in flux, but anyways, it should be a good time. I'm really excited. So we'll have a lot more fun gaming sessions this holiday season. If you guys have any games to recommend me to play during the holidays, I've been considering getting like Elder Scroll Oblivion or something like that. As you guys know, I'm not the world's best gamer, but I'm always happy to hear ideas. Yeah, I mean, I feel like just at this point, everybody has watched and played Expedition 33, so I don't really know how much people are gonna care about me playing Elder Scrolls. About me playing Expedition 33. Just cause, like, I feel like everybody and their mother has played it. So, yeah. Anyways. Dark Souls would be cool. I'm just too bad, I think, at those games to really play against them. To play them. Like, I'm just gonna suffer. Literally suffer. Hey, Padawan, thanks so much for the 44 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you know, I have actually checked out Dispatch. It's the superhero one, right? Where it's like almost a comic. I'm kind of down for that. You know what? I'm gonna mark that down, Adam. Thank you. I'm actually sort of down for that. I don't think a lot of people have checked out Dispatch, and it's kind of like a wholesome family game. So yeah, I'm kind of down for that. Yo, hyvää joulua. Hyvää uutta vuotta. Is it? I haven't really seen it, so like I've played the first little bit. I assume it gets a lot more exciting, but I could also be insanely wrong. Insanely wrong. But yeah. All right, let's get our arena started today. As you can tell, I have a little Christmas tree, which I still need to put the lights on, so we're going to do that. I've played It Takes Two. And also, we're not going, let's just put it in the lightest terms, we're never returning to It Takes Two. We're done with that game for the rest of our lives. I almost had it completed. Almost. Keyword is almost. But anyways, it's all good. Everyone play because it's really fun. Yeah, I mean, if people would be interested in watching me play Expedition 33, I'd be kind of down. Sounds like it went well. We don't talk about it. It's fine. Nothing was wrong with It Takes Two. I think It Takes Two is a really cute and wholesome game, and I wish I had just like gotten to finish it, but I did not get to finish it. So we are never finishing It Takes Two is a very long story. Short. But yeah. I mean, I really like the game. I have nothing. I would have loved to finish the game. So. It does unfortunately take two. Is what we have discovered. Okay. I don't know what happened to my chess.com overlay, but it was insanely messed up. So here we are. Oh yeah, there's the Star Wars Starfield mod thing. I mean, I've never played Clair Obscur, so I genuinely have no idea how the game really even works. But I'd be kind of down to try it. That was my pitch. I've played Chained Together. I've actually finished that game with a friend on stream as well. I'm trying to think what else there is to play for the holidays, but there's probably like... I was thinking about going for Diamond and TFT, and then I realized that's probably way too difficult, so let's just be happy that we completed the charity challenge. And then there's a ton of, like, other, I don't know, Star Wars games that I can always play or something. There's Dark Souls, obviously, but maybe Dispatch or Clair Obscur or something like that. Or we can build a little gaming marathon type event. Yeah. I'm pretty down. We'll be streaming a ton this holiday season, so yay. I don't know if Fall Guys is always fun. I'm not gonna lie. Fall Guys is, debatable. Debatable. Very debatable. It's fun occasionally. Alright, so we are going to, yeah, we made 7.5 thousand for hitting Emerald, and then we made another 7.5 thousand for staying in top 10. I've like dabbled in games like Magic the Gathering every now and then, and actually the current set is really cool. It's Avatar: The Last Airbender. So here's my ranking, by the way. Ninth! Eliminated on day 12 and ninth, but I'll take it. I'll take it with Emerald. So it's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I do kind of, I mean, like it was so stressful, but also at the same time, it was kind of fun. I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's more fun making money for charity rather than just like bashing my head into a wall trying to grind to Emerald. But shout out to all the coaches too. Hey Ulan, thanks so much for the tier 2. Welcome back to your 67th month. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, I think that's Ulan's vote for marbles. I think Ulan is voting for marbles for Christmas, which I'm pretty down for. I'm down to do like a little gaming gauntlet. Like we can do a couple variations of different games. Okay, sorry. Back to the arena. This is going to be our Flex Friday arena. It is going to be rated just because I want to make sure that all games are not set up with the most random position, because sometimes that happens. It's going to start in 15 minutes if anybody would like to join. It is free to participate, and we've got 5 chess.com diamond memberships as prizes. There are no themes. But there is going to be a theme for this upcoming Flex Friday. I just haven't figured out what it's going to be yet. There will be a theme. It's probably going to be something Christmas related. I think we had a conversation about this last time and I just kind of forgot about it. But there will be a theme. I just haven't incorporated it into today's arena, which is totally fine. And then also, afterwards, we are going to be going through, oh my gosh, this is so funny. We're going to be working on Chess Buddies, which is my app that I'm working through anything AI, so it's pure vibe coding. And these are just user submitted. I was like asking in Discord the other day, can I have anybody who's willing to volunteer their chess.com name or anything like that to integrate, and it's working. So we're gonna keep working on this a little bit later. Yeah, I know. It's really, really funny. And obviously there's singles mode. These are not real people. These are not real people. Some of these are real people. Obviously, I did not get things permission to do this. It was just auto-populated. There's me, because I'm on my own app, obviously. And then it's just like, it has some glitches. Like, I got put in twice because of some, like, back-end issues. So we're gonna work on this anyways. It should be fun. It should be a really good time. But yeah, I mean, the app more or less works, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I mean, if you come over during the vibe coding segment, I'll be sure to add you and put you in. It's not an actual real app, just as an FYI, if you're looking to download it, it's not available. I've considered making it available, like publishing it and stuff, but we'll see. In the meantime, we're still just figuring out the details. I'm trying to add like a location setting or something so that it can be people close to you, but I don't really know how to do anything like that. But that's why we're working on it. It'll be a good time. So yeah, if you guys want to join the arena, it is available. See, the nice thing about anything is that it is very, very easy to get it approved, because they have their own approval system, and then like it basically, they vet it once and then they get it approved. So if you want to try anything AI for that, here's the link. Sorry. Maybe one of the mods are able to add it. It should be pretty good, but yeah. And also they have like literally experts that you yourself can just be like, hey, I need some extra help with my app, so therefore could you help me? And I think that's also really, really cool. But the tournament name is just Nemo's Flex Friday Arena. And like I mentioned, we got 5 chess.com diamond memberships on the line. So first, second, and third all get a chess.com diamond membership. And then on top of that, we also have 2 diamond memberships being given away completely randomly as long as you play 7 games. You have to have played a minimum of 7 games. And it should be a 90-minute arena. It is rated. Yeah. Yo, Azazi! Thank you so much for the tier 2. Welcome back to your 64th month. Yeah, I appreciate that so much. Oh my gosh, this reminds me. I have a little goodie bag here of all of the P.O. box on opening. So thank you so much. I did promise I was going to open things on stream. And then I realized that if I open them on stream, I'm not doxing me anymore because I have a P.O. box, but I'm doxing whoever sent me the package. So instead of opening things on stream, I have decided to open them off stream and then I'm going to show them on stream because that seems a lot better than everybody getting doxed for Christmas. So first, I wanted to thank Gary for this awesome flamenco shirt. So this is really cool. Thank you very much, Gary. Appreciate it. I will be cheering on. It actually matches my board. I'll be cheering on flamenco this year. And then we also got these lovely little earrings. Oh, sorry, it was a chessboard blocking. My bad. Yeah, I am 100% sure. Sorry, here it is. My bad. Which I think is really cool. I love the colors. He did actually let me pick which one, and I wanted the red and black stripes. Feels very flamenco. And then we also got these earrings from Azazi. Thank you so much. These are hunter earrings, as in like Hisoka has a little star and the teardrop tattoo. So yeah, these are really cool. They don't really go with my outfit today, so I haven't worn them, but I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome! But yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the jersey color super matches my chessboard. Completely unintentional, but turns out I actually do know people on the flamenco team, which is really funny. But I thought that was cool. And then also for my Amazon wish list, we had a gift. I don't know if they wanted their name mentioned on stream, but thank you very much. We got some new sports bra. So I haven't been to the gym in a while. Time for me to go to the gym again. This is probably their sign of saying, hey, bro, have you hit the gym recently? I have not. But anyways, jokes aside, I really do appreciate the gifts. So thank you guys so much for sending stuff over to the P.O. box. Yeah, get back to work. No, it's very valid, honestly. I have been slacking a little bit. And we're gonna put it over here. So it's like a little Christmas package over there. I hope you enjoy Thanksgiving. Here's some gym clothes. Yep. Oh, good. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, if you guys wanted to send anything over to the P.O. box, feel free to do so. It is under ! P.O. box. And I'll either open it on stream or I'll show what has been sent over, or I'll read your little postcard or something. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate the support for this year and everything. You guys are great. Oh, I'm a little sniffly, honestly. I don't know why. Actually, I'm not sure why. But yeah, if you guys want to join the arena, here, let me go back to this just so you guys are all able to see it. The arena is available for everybody who is part of Nemo's pool party. It shouldn't be too difficult to join. It is 90 minutes to 90 minutes total. And if you win, you get a chess.com diamond. If you get second, you get a chess.com diamond. If you get third, you get a chess.com diamond. If you already have one, it's going to be rolled over. So we're going to give them out randomly, basically. We're also giving away two chess.com diamond memberships completely randomly. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. It is rated. It must be the tears of gratitude causing the sniffles. No, it's actually so sweet. I love, like, how personal the gifts are. Seriously, thank you, Azazi. And I mean, I think the jersey is also really cool. It's just, I never had the intention of being a flamenco fan, but now I am apparently a flamenco fan. So, you know, I'll take it. But yeah, we're gonna drape some lights on, I think. This is, oh my gosh, I have to show you guys my tree. Wait. Here, let me show you guys. Wait. This is crazy. Okay, my tree, I got this idea off of like the interwebs, but I can literally, it's so easy to set up. Look, it's just like, it's literally just, and I don't even know. It's like you just drape it. And then you let it fall. And voila, you got a tree. I know, it's so easy. It's a very easy, it's like a it's like a dress. It's like a pop-up tree. And it's so easy to do. And I was like, this is also really affordable. I think it was maybe 39 Canadian dollars. And I was like, I don't need to put any effort into actually putting up my tree. So, you have the same, but in silver? That's so funny. It collapses down to a wreath size. Exactly. Yeah, we're really stretching the concept of a tree here. Yes, it saves so much space to store. And I was just like, bro, this is the hack. This is the life hack. This is literally, this tree took less than 3 minutes to set up. I mean, it's taking me a little longer time because I have tangled up my lights hopelessly. And I don't really know how I managed to accomplish that. But yeah, it's a very conceptual tree. Let's put it that way. It's a very conceptual. It's literally a slinky. It is literally a slinky. And I thought that was really cool. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that this is my Christmas tree. I remember buying a real Christmas tree when I was living in LA and hauling it home, and I had like these rashes all over my hands because of how allergic I was. So I'm just saying, this is a lot better. And we're just gonna, I mean, this is gonna look a little scuffed no matter what I do. But we'll just drape it over. We'll just do the lights real quick like this. Yeah. But there's no Catsko in here right now. If there was, he would absolutely have already knocked this over. Alright, you know what? I don't really care about how good the lights look. Surely, we can just do this, right? Like, there's no way this is gonna look ugly when I light it up. There's no way. I mean, it's lights. As you can tell, I care a lot about interior decoration. Hey, Boozy! Thanks so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 39th month. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, the good old RNG pattern, exactly. I mean, I also only really need to decorate the parts that can be seen on stream. Like, no one cares about the backside, you know? So, yeah. I'm gonna have a nightmare. Well, the best, I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm actually gonna just have everything, I'm gonna fold everything up together when the time comes. Because there is absolutely nothing is stopping me from just folding up my entire tree like a slinky. Literally no one. This is the perfect tree for lazy people. I'm just saying. It takes like 5 minutes to set up. Alright. I mean, I think this should be good. Let me plug this in somewhere. And then we'll see. Oh my gosh! It lights up! That doesn't even look that bad. Hell yeah. See? We have ourselves a tree! But yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it is so incredibly lazy. I should almost feel bad about it. But it works. It gets the job done. And that matters a lot more. Slightly lacking at the top, maybe. Yeah. And then I think they also comes with a remote. So I can change colors and stuff. But it honestly looks a little... It looks like a tree. It looks like a tree. What else did you ask for? I'm gonna give it a little... juice. Maybe? Oh. Hello? Okay, there we go. And there's a A couple more lights and stuff. One sec. Maybe we'll like put more lights at the top just because it's more visible at the top. There we go. No longer slacking at the top. Just slacking everywhere else. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, the arena is starting in 20 seconds. Good luck, everyone, if you are playing in it. And then you'll be able to, if you play up to 7 games, you'll have a chance for a random chess.com diamond membership. And no matter what your rating is, you are welcome. I think it goes down to as low. We have 289. We have 300s. I'm just excited to see all your games. Okay, we're off to the races. We'll start out by spectating some of the higher rated games with eval off, so nobody can look at this and potentially cheat. I was like, what is happening up here? And it's because I didn't crop my chess.com board correctly. Oh my gosh. Okay. What the hell just happened? I'm not sure putting it on auto settings is the best idea, because that just felt like it was a little too much, but... Get us some triple digits on the screen? Okay. I'm down to. Let's look for some triple digits. Here's a game between the 298 Cutsy versus Young Easy Breezy. It's a party tree. Let me know if it's too much, and I'll turn it down a little bit. Because I see it as in the reflection, and it does look kind of feisty. It does look a touch feisty, but that's okay. Alright. We'll put on some DMCA free Christmas music. The Joys. Let me know if it's a good volume. I mean, look, we're making moves. How did this bishop just didn't get captured back? Alright, that's a choice. No problem. No problem. You guys did ask for 300 digits. I mean, sorry, 3-digit chess. We're witnessing in real time 3-digit chess, which is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I don't have a lid for it today, but it's like, it's a little burger Shiba. It's like it's got a head. I am having pumpkin spice latte because I missed November. I missed the fall season. And I didn't have any pumpkin spice latte. My favorite drink of all time is peppermint mochas because I love peppermint. And I love the flavor of coffee. No, Burger Cat's, this is Shiba Burger, but it's not to honor Burger Cat. I got this at a time when I didn't even remember that I had a Burger Cat avatar. I want to see this level of chess. It's cute. I got no problems. We all started here or at least some of us started here. Remember your roots. Chess elitism is not welcome here. Theory is boring. I don't disagree. I miss the days of PogChamps. Like, not even... Like, Super PogChamp was really cool, but I genuinely miss the days of the first ever PogChamps. Back when it was acceptable to not prepare at all for your games and just show up or play from your phone while you're on a plane. I miss those days. Like, seriously. I really, really do. Those were the best days of chess. PogChamps 1 was really legit, and then with every edition of PogChamps, more and more people started trying. And I'm just saying, it was better when people were just showing up. It was a vibe. It was a whole vibe. You'll never see someone getting scholars mated like that again. Yeah, we finally have found some authentic 300 rated players. They're doing quite well. God tier move. No, I love Bishop D7. I mean, of all the places they could have gone, only F1 was going to avoid the queen's wrath, or the pawn's wrath, really. So they probably looked at every single square they could have possibly gone to, and were like, you know what? D7. And then unfortunately, to their dismay, knights can actually move backwards. But once again, that's something you have to find out the hard way. Like, you gotta experience your opponent's knight moving backwards once before you're fully able to, you know, get that, so. Whatever happens though, oh my gosh, this tree is perhaps a little too spicy. Okay, let me know if the music volume's okay, by the way. Yeah, the tree is doing things. Also, I love the fact that, White is actively going for checkmate. I'm not sure they know they're going for checkmate, but I appreciate their level of aggression. Bro! Tatsi just showed up for the last few moves like they were a grandmaster. What the heck? That was insane. What are these moves? It's like the first 30 moves versus the last 7 moves. That was crazy stuff. Okay, that was a good game. That was a good game. Woo! Impressive. Okay, let's go to the low 4 digits. I want to see a game in the low 4 digits. That was a masterpiece, honestly. Perfectly played by both sides. Yeah, GMs could never just deliver such a thriller. Game of the year, for real. Actually, game of the year. Exactly, Azazi. Interesting, interesting. I mean, I think these games are doing fine. They're both playing really fast. They have spent not too much time on their game. And now it's probably just going to be a draw. Some type of perpetual. Bro! Are we serious right now? That's crazy that we just... Oh my god, why did we just... What are we doing here? Alright, well, you know what? I'm not sure why we didn't just do the exact thing we were doing that was working. And getting our opponent to repeat the moves. Compared to trying to throw away our queen. Successfully the second time, might I add. pretty dubious stuff there, but woo! Alright, we got 2,800 over here. I think theoretically this position is a draw, so I'd be very impressed if Bozo Chess actually held it to a draw. I'm not 100% sure it's a draw, but I think it is. I mean, surely it's gonna be a draw. Okay, now it is. I mean, I wonder if Black is gonna push for a flag, considering they have more time. I'm really surprised White's not playing Rook F5 here, trying to trade off the pieces. If you trade off rooks, this is a theoretical draw. So I'm kind of shook right now. We might be in for the biggest throw of our lives. Coming in by one of the players. I mean, it's real close on time. There is no increment, so it's either gonna be a draw or someone's gonna win. It might be White's win, guys. Maybe White was playing this whole time for the flag. But I'm surprised it's not at 50 moves yet. Oh, this is crazy stuff. Wow, what a dirty flag. That is a very, 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 very dirty flag. Even I would have just been like, alright, it's a draw at some point. That's crazy stuff. Alright, nice game, guys. I have to respect it for that flag. Black had more time. That's also true. To be fair, Black did have more time. If anything, Black is the one that should have flagged. Not the other way around. I love, love, love 3-0. It's so good. 3-0 is awesome. I mean, I don't even like 3-0 that much. It's just a much more acceptable time control to play than anything longer. Like, if I had to choose of all the time controls that are commonly accepted and played, I would have to pick 3-0. Otherwise, it'd be obviously 1-0. I want to see some real, like, rating matchups. This is a 343 against a 1,916. It's pretty crazy. And the other news is that this is actually a completely equal position. I mean, White's down one pawn, but always cheering for the underdogs here. This 343 is playing insane chess. It's kind of wild stuff, actually. Yo, Inokni! Thanks so much for the prime. Welcome back to your 17th month. Thank you. I'm very shook that this is being played by 343. Once again, this seems like some insanely good chess. Now in the king endgame, he is unfortunately completely lost, but if he didn't tell me that White was 343, I would have been like, yeah, bro's probably like 1,600. You know? They don't make 300s like they used to. Unfortunately, bro's just lost now. Alright, let's take a look at first place. Singular brain cells still in first. Dickie McDonald's currently in what looks like second with 4 out of 4. Both players have 4 out of 4. A couple of 4 out of 4s. Yo, Dr. Corrosive, thanks so much for the tier 1. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you. I super appreciate everybody's tier 1s. Thank you guys. If we hit plus level 2, which would mean I get a higher split for from Twitch. So right now I'm at 60-40. Instead, we would get 70-30, which would be great. I'm not sure. Maybe we can do like a Christmas ASMR or something like that. I don't know. What does chat want? Oh, is the music too loud? Sorry. I'll turn it down a bit. It's so hard to turn it down. Okay, let me know now if it's a little better. Yeah, just a suggestion. More TFT? Yo, Erickson, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 31st month. Thank you so much. Thank you. Preferably something for the community, so it's not so personal. Also, this is a fascinating position. I mean, this is just a free queen, right? What happened here? Wow. See, this is why you should develop, because then if the rook was here, this would be so much better, but unfortunately. But I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I could do a cooking stream or a baking stream or something. I'm pretty down for that. If we hit plus level 2. Probably no dancing. Considering I don't even know how to. Hey Mess, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate it. Welcome to the pool party as well. Thank you. Nice. Love to hear that. Love to see that. I'm gonna veto the push-ups. Nobody wants to see me doing push-ups. I have lost my flute. I don't even know where that is, but I can try looking for it. I don't think that's something that will sound very pleasant either. I haven't seen my flute in months. I have genuinely no idea where it is. Yeah, but nobody wants to watch me paint. We've done it before and viewership was kind of terrible. So, I'm trying to think about things. Like, people always say they want stuff, and then it's like, when I actually do it, it just makes me depressed. So, we have to find something that majority of people will enjoy. Violin concert to really scare away all the viewers. That's the one. We found it. That just reminds me of the guy who was in Paris and was telling me, like, he used to fall asleep to my streams. I was like, what streams? I was like, oh, why are we not checkmating? Oh my god. We have had checkmate and won for, like, 3 moves. Okay. We finally found it. That's crazy. Yeah, but then I'll just feel bad about my viewership, Gerbs, so can't do that, unfortunately. Alright, we have the 2800 against the 1900. I mean, he's got the pair of bishops. I kind of like it. Kind of good. It looks pretty okay. Perhaps. I think falling asleep to when I was playing the violin is just psychopathic behavior because my violin playing is so bad. Because, like, it was awful. I'd never played the violin before. It's like, how the hell, bro, are you falling asleep to this? It makes your ears bleed. Quite literally. Oh, yeah. No, that guy was cool. I appreciated him. Radical's spending a lot of time on this game, but he does have a what would resemble an attack in a lot of ways. Yeah, perhaps. There's always that possibility. Alright. I mean, White is trying to make progress. White is arguably making progress. Now it's just a matter of, is his 30 seconds going to be enough for him to close this game out? Which it might not be. So we'll see. Flex Friday is next week for Christmas, or I guess like the day after Christmas. But today is just an arena that leads up to Flex Friday. Cook bake something wearing drunk goggles? Since you actually tier 1 subbed, I'll take your suggestion into consideration more so than I would other people's suggestions. So I'll think about it. I don't actually mind this idea. The only issue is I have never baked in my life. Like literally in my entire life. We'd probably end up burning down the kitchen or something if I did it with drunk goggles. Yeah. Make brownies, they're impossible to mess up. That's true. I've had these chocolate molds for like chess pieces for such a long time that I was thinking like maybe this holiday season is the season I finally bake a chess cake or something. My plan for it is really simple. I would just bake one slab of cake, regular cake, in like whatever normal brownish color it's gonna be, and then make one chocolate one, and then cut them up so it would be like an 8x8, and then I can make little chocolate chess pieces. So yeah. Oh, Poe reading. I remember that. That was a crazy time. I do owe a baking stream since forever ago. It's true. This would be like 2 birds with 1 stone. It's valid. Alright, we got Kako over here playing the Grob, as they always do. Love to see it. We got... Try to see. So, in first place, we got 2 people with 6 out of 6. I'm really impressed by how this 896 is somehow 6 out of 6. Because I've looked at their games. And, like, they haven't been doing too hot. But it might also be because of rating. Like, this game against the 2000, now is when it's actually going to start slipping. Oof, that's a tough checkmate, actually. King on c5 is never a pleasant checkmate. But I like how they just keep getting back into it. They're definitely not cheating, bro. Did you see that game? Yo, you can't just accuse everybody of cheating. You're allowed to sometimes play good chess. I know this comes as a shock because you probably never have, but surprisingly, if you play well, you can actually defeat people around your rating. I know, it's shocking. Crazy concept, crazy concept. Well, there should be rules in place stopping people from accusing everybody else of cheating, or accusing people of cheating without justified evidence. That absolutely should be a thing. I'm allowed to play good chess, just not capable. Yeah, fair enough. Damn, Derek, I would have actually gotten that joke because of basketball, but hell yeah. But defamation suits are not necessarily enough. Like, there should be just more rules in place. Yeah, but it needs to be so much more than just a chess.com rule. Unfortunately. Might be hard. The mouse slipper, oops, is perhaps not doing that well in this position. Yep, opponent sees it. Alright, cool. Nice. Alright, let's take a look at some people we have not yet seen. Here's a match between two 2100s. We've got some interesting pawn breaks over here. I'm not exactly sure this is the most well thought out pawn break, but yeah, this I agree with, Redbird Fleck, for sure. It's absolutely something that, in my opinion, should be done, but oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you that this should be, there should be some type of rules in place. Been calling for that for a long time. Alright, queen takes. This is a little bit sus. I mean, the knight is supposed to be a really good defender of passed pawns, so I wouldn't have played rook c4. And I would have just kept my rook out on this open file, but like... yeah, I'm not a huge fan of rook c4. I think rook c4 might have been a bit of a throw. But that being said, the double pawns are really weak. People could also just change. As we have seen from experience, that is not happening. So maybe instead we need to put rules in place. Laws. Whatever that might be. Alright, let's take a look at the 1503 against the 2478. If you win a game in these arenas against somebody stronger, much higher rated, I'm just saying, you should give yourself a little clap on the back. There are some really strong opponents in here. We have a 726 against a 2129. Oof. Alright, let's see how Padawan is doing. Whoa! Padawan has got the rooks kind of far up. I mean... Alright, it happens. It's okay. The back rank mate was a little tough there. A little tough. Alright, we have 130 against 245 against 645. Hella up on time. Just gotta play a little faster. Yo, Uncultured, thanks so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 28th month. Thank you so much. Spending a tad bit of time on this move, however. I think the correct way to go there was to take first and then play pawn to c3. So they wouldn't have had rook takes d1. But at least we had the idea for the fork, which is good. That's the first step. It's important to be recognizing those type of threats, and then you just gotta, like, figure out what's the optimal way to execute it. Oh boy. King's going on a walk! Oh my gosh! And they flag! Woo! That's awesome. They flag somebody who is almost triple their rating, which is pretty good, all things considered. That's awesome. I love to see it. Okay, let's take a look at Rainbow Knight versus Sarah Kaliakos. White is a little shorter on time. Oh no, not the rook. Yeah, this might be lost. That's a little bit rough. A tad bit rough. And they're gonna flag. How very unfortunate. Okay, let's take a look at the 443 against the 998. Somebody who is double their rating. Also, I will be right back. I'm gonna heat up my peppermint tea. Alright, I am back. Wow, how do we get into this position? Oh no, don't be tilted! The holiday should be time for cheer, not getting tilted. Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! Hope you guys are doing well. Sometimes you just need to stop playing. True. True. Don't forget, if you are leaving now, did you complete 7 games? Only people who have played at least 7 games will be considered for the giveaway. We are doing a little chess.com diamond membership giveaway for everybody who is playing. So if you play 7 games, you will be considered. If you fail to complete 7 games, you will not be considered. And obviously, first, second, and third all get chess.com diamonds. Currently, there's only one person with 10 out of 10, the 2800. Not to anybody's particular surprise, considering they are extremely high rated. I mean, there are some threats coming in. I don't know about this position. It's interesting, though. The chess dating app is not real, but I have been working on it, and we'll actually be working on it again in like an hour. So, you can create your own on anything AI. And the best part about being able to create your own app is that you can give yourself all the best matches. I'm just saying. You can influence the algorithm if you're the app creator, just like Elon Musk. You can push your profile 24/7. Well, the app is not actually real. The app to make the app is real. Which is why I was saying if you want to make your own and publish it, you're welcome to do so. If you would like to yoink my idea, I'm not going to be horrendously offended. But today we're going to try to add location services, which I don't actually know how. I mean, this 443 is hanging on very well. Well, you see, to counter that, we have made it 999 for men. Oof, that's rough. That's really rough. This is a tough position, yeah? We tried. Good try. What is happening here? Oh, this is not somebody in our arena. That's why. I was like, why are they playing Hyperbullet in this arena? Good on them for playing Hyperbullet, though. Okay, we have somebody who is 7 out of 7. Which is great. Good for you, bro. That was not a game played in our arena, which is why, like, it threw me off as well. I was very, 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 very confused. Extremely confused there. White's looking pretty good here. White's looking pretty good here. Yeah, also don't forget to turn on pre-moves. Pre-moves are a must when you're playing 3-0. That's a good one, Derek. Oh no! Gotta be finding those good moves so you can submit them for Flex Friday for the chance to win 50 buckaroos. You know? What are we just gonna pawn race this down the line? This is tough for white. Like, we should have probably not let our opponent take on this pawn because we're not ahead on this pawn race. This is the race to see who promotes first, and white is not going to be the person that promotes first. Well, that's unfortunate for white. It is going to put an end to their win streak, but that's okay. Also, the other fun thing about arenas is that the more games you win in a row, the more points you get. Oh, thank you. You can always trust Thomas to be responsive. Wait. Responsible. Can always trust Thomas to be responsible. There we go, I figured it out. Thanks. Oh no! I mean, I don't understand how Gadoom has 1 minute 40 while his opponent ran out of time, but hey. Alright, let's take a look. Ooh! Is this gonna be another one of those? We're not gonna watch this endgame. No, I have told no Christmas jokes yet. We're saving all of our Christmas jokes for the 24th and the 25th. I think white's comfortably winning this one. Okay, let's see how John H. Wick is doing. And we're almost at 100 players in today's arena, so thank you guys for participating. Hope you're having fun, and if you're not, well, that's very unfortunate. You must have played at least 5 games of Blitz, I believe. And the arena is rated. You gotta be part of my club to join beforehand if you haven't already. You have to play 7 games to be qualified for one of the random chess.com diamond giveaways. If you don't care about that, that's totally fine. And then first, second, and third all get chess.com diamonds. Once again, these 1200s are just playing so well. Like, look at the way they've, you know, gotten a fix on the king side. This is some impressive stuff. Pretty impressive. I don't know. These are some great attacking games. Nice. Good game. Whoa, we have a 343. Dude, Young, Neezy, and Breezy has gotten, like, the hardest opponents. I don't understand how they keep getting paired against people who are literally 2,000 points higher rated than them. But they sure are getting a lot of games against people who are way higher rated than them. Nice stuff. Sounds like a Valorant queue. Yeah, they're really good. There's a lot of really good people here. Or I would say underrated people. Or maybe it's just 300s are just underrated in general. Alright, we'll hop on over to this game between a 1494 and a 739. Once again, still double their rating, but They're definitely not smurfing. I love how instantly people are like, oh, they're cheating, they're smurfing, bro. Thanks for letting us know you're just bad at chess. It's okay. You don't have to put down other people's accomplishments. Just because you're not quite there yet. I mean, why'd you just be going for the flag here, yeah? Oh my gosh. I don't know about that. Why do we just throw away the queen? Is white just throwing? I'm so confused, because, like, okay, I guess this is checkmate, so you have to do something about it. Alright, that's valid. That's valid. That was their only move, I guess. I mean, at least they have the chance to flag. No, they had to play it. It was actually the, only move in that position to not get checkmated. But black has not yet unlocked pre-moves and will therefore lose on time. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, you need pre-moves. You always need pre-moves. Enabled. A little draw, no problem. Bum, 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 bum. All right, here we have a 634 against a 1326. Interesting stuff. I mean, look, I have been impressed repeatedly over how all of you guys have been playing. How did this even happen? Wow. Not a single blunder so far. Love to see that. Well, the good news is I'm not playing, so you can get destroyed by somebody else instead if you would like. We are one away from having a perfect 100 in the arena. So if you would like to partake, feel free to do so. DJ Ditto has captured the pawn. Alright, let's see how the 300's doing. Pretty well, might I add. I mean, they're down a rook, but still, that's 2 rooks. See, my standards for 300s are like on basement -7, so this is good stuff. Nous parlons anglais ici. Merci beaucoup. I'm trying to find a fun game. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Wojtek, who is 400. Probably a newly minted 400, might I add. The fact that they're exactly 400 implies that this might be literally one of their first ever games of chess. Hey, Thug Assassin, thanks for the 14 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome back to the pool party! Yeah, I'll probably check out Jake Paul versus Joshua later. Probably. If you want to play in the arena, you can play in the ones that are available to you, or... The fact that the knight ended up from the other side of the board... Oh no, it did not. It was from G1. I was like, wait, where did the other knight go then? Oh. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Oh, this is a different game. Oh my gosh. Wait. You do keep getting paired against 2100s. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like, the way that arenas work is really just pairing people who have recently finished against other people who have recently finished, just to make sure you always get a game. So there's some pretty big rating differences, but I want this to be everybody's opportunity to beat somebody higher rated than you. Or in this case, in Tourney Prep's case, lose against somebody who is half your rating. Or maybe not, because Black only has 15 seconds left. I mean, they are playing fast. Kyle Galvin knows what pre-moves are. Yeah, but everyone is betting on Paul because, like, it's probably so rigged. Wow. That's crazy. That's insane. Good game played by Kyle Galvin. Wow. I don't think it's the lack of common sense. I think it's just having watched previous Jake Paul fights and stuff and, like, understanding that things might not always be as it seems. You know? Even though, obviously, Jake Paul should be 100% losing, but... yeah. Of course, neither should you have been convinced of his fight, so... Sure, once again, I'm not saying, like, I could beat Jake Paul in a boxing fight or anything like that. But rather what I am saying is that it's probably quite unlikely he is really boxing at their strength. You know, and some of the fights might be a little bit, yeah. Sure, fair enough, Uncultured. Absolutely. I can take him, thanks. Thanks. Thanks for the support. Yes, absolutely. I 100% hear that, Gerber. For sure. Will Netflix crash again? The good news is I have been watching Lord of the Rings on Amazon Prime. For all of my bashing of Lord of the Rings, I recently got Anduril as like a cosplay sword from a friend. And it's putting me in a surprising Lord of the Rings mood. I actually never really felt discriminated against in Finland or anything like that. I would say I got bullied for my race a lot more in Canada than I ever did in Finland. Yes, the Flame of the West. No, I've never seen Stranger Things. It's not really something that I would be that interested in. I mean, more so than not interested in. Like, I just have no interest in watching a group of like 11-year-olds in a show. It's why whenever I do Harry Potter rewatches or anything like that, I have to start on episode, like, on movie number 4. Because I just can't handle it. I don't want to see 12-year-olds in my movie. Like, no thanks. So, I do not agree with that whatsoever, but good for you. Well, now they're like 30-year-olds playing 12-year-olds, but when Stranger Things, I believe, was first filmed, they were actually really close to their age. Yeah. But, like, that's still my point. Like, I understand that they're more or less my age. I absolutely get it. But I have no interest at my current age to watch a show that has the actors, however old the actors are, portraying kids. I just don't want to watch kids. Damn! Alright, uncultured. Fair enough. Like, I'm fine with the early Harry Potter movies. I don't have anything against them. I watched them when I was a kid. It's just when I'm now 25 rewatching movies, I'm not going to start at, you know, the first one. I'm going to start at movie number 4, which they're like 20-something-year-old adults playing high schoolers, which is totally fine, but... Wait, were they actually the right age? Oh my gosh, I don't think I knew that. I think Pluribus is way overrated because there is just no way. Like, the acting, not the acting, the storytelling just makes no sense. I don't like Pluribus, unfortunately. Yeah. So. Oh, absolutely, Gerber. Like, as an adult, I am not watching teen fantasy. I just can't. I'm sorry. It's the same issue I've had with Percy Jackson. I freaking love the universe of Percy Jackson, but now everybody who's enjoyed Percy Jackson in the 2010s is around my age, and we don't want to be watching a teen fantasy. I want to be watching, like, a more adult... I don't know, man. I just wish that they would make movies and shows for adults, too, that are still in that fantasy scheme, which is why I recently started watching Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings is literally like a fantasy for adults, and I think that's great. Nice checkmate coming in by Deagle. Nice checkmate indeed. Yeah. Prisoner of Azkaban? Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban's great. Exactly. Agreed. Like, when it actually starts becoming serious. Unlucky. If it makes you feel any better, username's taken, I've seen some pretty big upsets. We've also seen some really, really close games that people should have absolutely won and then threw. Oh, got it, Thomas. Understood. See, I never really focus on who the directors are, but I've been enjoying Lord of the Rings. And then I'm probably gonna watch the new Knives Out, which is good. Should be good. I don't particularly enjoy horror, but I guess for thriller. I mean, I've recently just been in a very, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. Every time I watch something, I just do not enjoy it. So, I've been watching mostly old stuff. There's hardly a film that that was made in 2024 or 2025 that I'm like, oh, this is so great. Hate watching's the way. I am too busy to hate watch, I'm sorry. I would rather just not watch anything and do something I enjoy. Yeah, I just have high standards, maybe. I don't know. I'm looking for very specific things in my films. Yeah, dude, it's so creatively bankrupt. We keep getting the same film rebooted like 5 different times, and I'm just like, okay. There will be a chess dating app after tonight. Once we keep working on it. Ah, I love anime. I've also really enjoyed Nulaja 1 and 2, which is from a Chinese studio. It's like fairly friendly, but it tackles a lot of adult themes and there's a lot of death and I don't know. I think it's like an animated movie made for adults, sort of. Oh, I love Last Samurai Standing on Netflix. Absolutely loved it. Can't wait for season 2. Like, that was so much fun. Dark Dragon taking down somebody a lot lower rated. Yeah, I love Last Samurai Standing. It was actually really good. Yeah, Blue Eye Samurai was also good. Didn't love it, but it was good. Down a horse seat currently. But, I mean, this just gets it back. A little fork never hurt anyone. Really? I feel like they're good games, though. I haven't personally played Expedition 33. But Expedition 33 is pretty good from what I've heard. I've been enjoying Borderlands 4 a ton. Been really enjoying Borderlands 4. I agree with that, making memories, but I just don't want to watch like kids stuff all the time. Cause like I do like a lot of kids shows, like K-pop Demon Hunters and stuff like that. I've heard good things about Arc Raiders. It's not my style at all personally, but yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see if username taken can defend this against a 591. Yeah, Balatro is an insane game. Freaking love Balatro. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think K-pop Demon Hunters is a great film. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this, and then I caved. And it was so good. But I do think it makes sense, Gerber, though, that indie teams with no budget are the ones that are pushing with new creative ideas. Because when you become so well established and whatnot, there are certain things that are expected of you, and you are so scared to disappoint the board, and the board of directors have so much say, and your shareholders have so much say, that you don't have nearly as much creative control as you could want. And things that you want to do as a game developer or whatever, it just ends up not happening. So I don't agree that, like, it's strange. I agree with the fact that, yes, indie companies are the ones that are pushing right now, but I think it makes a lot of sense. In my opinion, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but coming from, like, experience, when you get so large to a certain point, you're afraid of alienating your audience, you're afraid of offending your audience, you're afraid of this, you're afraid of that, your board of directors says this is not a good idea. Whatever happens, like, you know, it just seems very much like I'm just completely not surprised that the best ideas come from smaller companies. Not at all surprised. Yeah, makes them risk averse. Yeah, you want to, like, appease your shareholders. For sure. I think it's very different being a small indie company versus having a fully launched, like, game. So different. Yeah, sure, it's definitely a problem. Absolutely. That is very true. What's going on over here? Got some double rooks coming in. $13.21 versus $19.11. It's never too late to join the arena. There's still 23 minutes left. Mm-hmm. Ah. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I would say everybody has been doing pretty well. Like, everybody I have seen so far tonight has more or less played above their rating, which is really cool. People playing the 10th Call of Duty. See, I've never played any games like that, so I don't know what season or what meta they're on, but yeah. I do think that a lot of people are just trying to make, like, a big franchise or something. And that could be hard, but also when you make one thing successful, you gotta keep doing it. Because that's what makes the money. Wow, Josephus is really just not going to be in a winning position, but it's just going to take their opponent into time control, which is really cool. Yeah, right? It just works, so let's do the same thing again. My plans this Christmas are to stream. We're gonna be doing Christmas streams on both the 24th and the 25th. Yeah. I love Christmas, but honestly, the last 5 years I've been a little too busy to celebrate Christmas. Do I normally stream on Christmas? Yeah, I do. I think we were doing a streamathon last year, and we definitely did a streamathon the previous year. So. No, I don't. Ever since I moved out of Finland, I just haven't really had much time to, like, celebrate Christmas. Probably neither. I'm just gonna find whatever food is available after stream. So, like, whatever's open at 10 p.m. Whatever is available, I'm sure we'll be fine. But yeah, Finland is very, like, they're Lutheran Christian specifically, so I grew up Lutheran Christian. Used to go to church basically every weekend, but that was honestly more for, like, meeting community and being able to practice speaking English and that kind of stuff rather than, like, being super religious. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming New Year's Eve as well. We'll be streaming, we'll play some poker and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely streaming. I don't know if I'm streaming, like, New Year's or New Year's Day. Something like that. Life is too short to not work. Yes, for sure, Dr. Corrosive. It's the only thing that actually pays money. And since my parents encouraged me to spend my childhood on skills that don't translate very well into actual financial situations, I've picked up poker. Something that can actually pay the bills. Literally, Kevin. I don't know, man. Germans take their Christmas holidays really seriously. They take their religious, once again, religious is in quotation marks because not everybody who like, it's not necessarily that religious for them, but they do have very dedicated off days and off hours and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, but that's why I work on being able to play poker and not just gamble, which is the hope. Working on tournaments, that's why we study, that's why we have coaches, that's why we have... My Christmas celebrations right now are no longer religiously centered, but when I was a kid, they definitely used to be. We used to, like, go as a school group to the church, to the cathedral, to sing, like, Christmas carols and stuff like that. So, I know, like, most of the Christmas carols and, you know, just do that all the time, but I'm now personally not very... I don't go to church much anymore and stuff like that. I probably would go to church a lot more if I lived in Europe, though. There's just something about churches in Europe that look cool. Like, you know, they're just so grand. They're just so beautiful. And here I'm just like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I used to pray a lot. Like I said, I was, like, fairly Christian. Once again, I'm not currently, I would say, practicing or anything like that, but I am Lutheran Christian. I think I visited a mosque in Abu Dhabi a long time ago. It was huge. Like, absolutely massive. It was beautiful. But not much. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of it is. No, I don't pray anymore. Or at least I don't necessarily... Like, it's very different between going through, like, the whole prayer process that I used to have. Where I'd be like, we had to memorize that and we had to recite it and stuff. But nowadays, like sometimes, yes, I guess, but it's not anything like official. So. And I definitely don't do it up for chess. It would be much more for like health or like my family's health. Like things that actually matter. You know, like no one cares about this move, right? I would never, if in the very slightest chance that my prayers are heard, I would just not want it to be something that is so insanely useless as whether or not this was the correct move for whatever it is. So yeah. Yeah, I've been to Turkey like 3 times, but never in Istanbul. I mean, I just never really understood why, like, you would want to use something that can potentially... Like, I don't know, man. Anyways. That's a different conversation. Yeah, sure. Stuff like that. But preying on a specific move to me is just... I don't know. That just doesn't seem like the most worthy use of anybody's time. It's not a good use of your time. It's not good use of whoever is out there responding to official prayers time. Like... That's kind of my point. It's like, that is an awful waste of everybody's time. I try to not waste God's time. Yeah, the prayer steward is just there like, oh gosh, not again. Game department, we have another prayer coming in. They messed up the London again. What's move 16? Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. So that's kind of my point. Like, I just try to not be useless with my thoughts and whatnot. No, I'm not saying I have a clue of how it works or anything. I just think that ain't no way does someone out there care about your London game on move 16. Sorry. Hate to disappoint, but Gotham might say he does, but he doesn't actually. I don't personally do it anymore, but like I would say it's much more of like, yeah, I guess I do when I go to churches and stuff like that. Yeah. But I think it's very different from, like, the actual prayers I used to do as a kid. It's very different. Because when I was a kid, I was actually, like, Lutheran Christian. So. Hey, Beal. Hello, hello. Yeah. I mean, this is, these are some good games being played. But the plan for New Year's is definitely to stream. The plan for the holiday season is to stream. I've played so much Valorant. Yeah, we'll probably be streaming throughout the New Year's. Flex Friday is next week. Today is the Flex Friday Arena. It's alright. If you're also doing not much this New Year's, like me, you're welcome to spend it here. One personal New Year's resolution is to be a lot more productive for next year. There's like... Or not productive, it's just... Oh no, username! You gotta not do that. Don't mess up. Life's too short to mess up. Being productive for me personally means to hire more people to like help me with work. So yes, in a way it's to work less, but before that I have to work more because I gotta hire people and then I gotta train them. Which is what I've been doing for like the last year and a half basically. So yeah, it's just a lot of that kind of stuff. Yeah, learning how to delegate is gonna be really, really important. That's what I mean more from the productivity side. It's like learning that I can't do everything, so I gotta hire people to do XYZ for me. So yeah. But a lot of things like that, really. Yeah, I would say Boy Shack has survived the trial period. Remains employed. With all aspects of life. The hope is that I won't need to do, like, a lot of stuff myself. Yes, absolutely. Delegation is very tricky, and I like things being done a certain way. I'm very particular about the way things are done, for sure. Oh, a queen! Thanks, username. Appreciate it. Okay, we just gotta not stalemate here. Or we can also just flag them. Alright, this is valid. This is very valid. I mean, this is not the cleanest endgame, but hey, we didn't stalemate them, so that is honestly sometimes all you can ask for. I would say I'm a lot more serious in real life. If anything, I try to be a little bit more silly or whatever you call it for stream. There are other ways to win other than flagging. Yes, surprisingly. We could have given a nice little discovered attack, but it's okay. It's alright. We're 800. I mean, there's so many tactics here. Yeah, entertaining, I guess, is the right word. There's so many tactics. We're not looking for checks or captures or threats. I don't think that serious equates to boring. Like, that feels like a very outdated concept of serious. There's a lot of people that are serious but can just be a little bit more studious or a little bit more reserved and introverted, and I think that's kind of the rep that introverts get, is that they're serious and boring, but like they don't have to be boring, and they also don't have to be that serious. They just don't necessarily want to share everything about their life with everybody at all times. So yeah, I strongly disagree with that, but like your teachers and stuff can be serious, but they can be so interesting. Like they could have lived in the coolest places and know the most like fascinating people, and yeah. That's very true, Kyle. I just like giving checks and stuff, though. Like, checks are the best way to counter somebody and when you're in time trouble, because you can sort of, like, force them to move their king all around. And you can also be super silly and boring, yes. Yeah. Absolutely. I am very introverted, yes. I love Adam. That's a good one. Good joke. It's a dad pun if I've ever heard one. I wouldn't say it's weird or anything. It's the same mentality I had in school. It's like, today, I am attending my classes, and therefore, I am signing up to interact with people. If that makes sense. Like, if I am going to work, then I am signing up to interact with people. It would be really, really weird to, like, not be in that mindset. It's like if I'm going to the grocery store, then I might need to interact with people, so therefore I will handle it. But yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. It's not like it's a spectrum, it's not one or the other. Japan's great. I love Japan. So's Finland. Finland's very good for introverted people. But like, if I'm going to a party, I'll be extroverted at the party, because if I wasn't going to be extroverted at the party, then I'm not going to the party. Does that make sense? Like, I go to places with the intention of X or Y or Z, right? Like, if I didn't want to hang out with people, then I'm not going to go out and hang out with people. If I don't want to play chess, then I'm not going to play chess. If I don't want to play poker, then I'm not going to play poker. If I don't want to go to a party, I'm not going to go to the party. If I don't want to see my friends, then I'm not going to go see my friends. And it's just like, it's just a very, like, easy sort of, it's very consistent, I guess. Yeah. Whatever I do, then we'll set up a time that we both want to see each other. And that feels great. Exactly, Nutini. And that's totally fine in my opinion. Like, obviously not if, you know, you promised your grandmother 3 months in advance that you were gonna be there for the family reunion. You did. But, like, my point is, generally, it's totally fine. Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with you. How do we get checkmated here? Sorry. Fuck me. Bro. I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's actually tough. There's nothing you can do to defend against this. I would have just sacrificed the queen there just so we can flag them, but hey. Hindsight is always 20/20. Hello, Spindletron. Hello. And hello, Schlappa. Not really. I mean, it super depends, right? I usually go to an event with a clear intention of what I'm gonna do, who I'm gonna talk to, and how long I'm gonna stay. So, like, I always look up the event beforehand. I'm like, does this event have free food, for example? Should I plan out dinner? Am I gonna eat here? Who are the people that are going so I can say hi to them? Who are my friends that are going? Maybe I invited them, maybe I didn't, but I want to make sure I say hi to people. Okay, then after that, what do I have tomorrow? When do I need to make it back so I don't miss my flight or I don't do XYZ? Like, everything is always planned out in my life. Which I think is just the way I live. Like, I basically have my life planned out in 15-minute intervals from the moment I wake up to the moment I fall asleep. Yeah. Oh, not the stalemate. Yeah, you should do it. It makes life a lot more convenient to go through, if that makes sense. Because then you know at an event, like, why are we not flagging the opponent, by the way? There's still 15 seconds, bro. You can flag him. I wouldn't say my routine's great, but like from the moment I wake up, my calendar is always blocked out in 15 minutes. It's just the way I prefer to live. Yeah. No, I haven't. I need to watch that. That's probably me, though. Yo! Alright, let's see. How did everyone do? Congratulations to Gedum. Tomorrow at 7, I am streaming poker. But that's easy, because that's on stream. Of course, you guys are welcome. But, like, here's a really fun little... Like, I just have... Yeah, my days are just perfectly planned out. I kind of like it. If you look at my Google Calendar, it's all just full-time blocks. I like living that way. Alright, so, Gedon, British Prodigy, and Bozo Chess have all won Chess.com Diamond memberships. Congratulations. My least favorite type of Christmas music. Nice. Wait, are you not 1700 in Blitz? I would be actually surprised if you weren't. I want to watch your game. I apologize. There is nothing for top 5, but there is something for top 3. So, Gadon, British Prodigy, and Bozo Chess are all getting Chess.com Diamond memberships. Kind of perfect timing. You guys don't have anything yet. So, appreciate it. Well, at least, hey, the Christmas music might have been terrible, but you are almost 1700 in Blitz, which counts for a lot. Counts for a lot. And then let's see. So we're gonna give out 2 random Chess.com Diamond memberships. Obviously not to the top 3, so everybody except the top 3. Oh, I kind of like that, Gary. Ooh, you're onto something there. And you must have played at least 7 games in order to qualify. I think 12 out of 24 is pretty good. I mean, I don't know exactly who you played against, and obviously one of the things to keep in mind is that the arena doesn't match you perfectly against people who are your rating. In fact, it jumps you all over the place. So I can't speak for everyone, but in general, I would say 12 out of 24 is pretty decent. Also, huge props to you on getting 24 games played. Okay, so we need a random number generator to give out 2 completely random memberships, and it starts from 4 until 103 because that's the total amount of players we had. You got basically butchered. Well, that's very unfortunate. So sorry, we're giving out 2. You're right, we're giving out 2 because we're already giving 3 to the top 3. So, drumroll for our very first random Chess.com prize giveaway is number 25 over here. Let's take a look. How did number 25 do? Francesco, 16 games, 10.5 out of 16. Not bad. Congratulations. You are going to get a Chess.com Diamond membership, unless you don't want it. But if you don't want it, you're obviously welcome to tell a mod. Otherwise, you're going to get it automatically. And then, let's see. We gotta give out 1 more. $95! Alright, let's see if number 95 played enough games. They did. Congratulations, Wojtek, on scoring 1 out of 13. And also winning a Chess.com Diamond membership. I hope you use your chess.com diamond to score perhaps a little bit more next time. But regardless, good job. Proud of you for hopping on and playing. Because honestly, that's the first step. That's the hard part. It was tough? Oh no, I see you. Is this you? Oh, you only played 2 games. Probably will use it to play chess. I would hope so. Use the chess.com diamond membership to do some puzzles and stuff. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah. But we'll do more of these arenas. I'm not going to, you know, reveal too much about the upcoming week, but we'll probably have some more prizes. Oh, did you play 2 games? I don't even know if you did. But yeah, congrats to everyone, and once again, congratulations. Now I feel better knowing he got a reward? Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, you should never ever feel bad for your chess opponents, because chess is very much a winner-takes-all type game. But yes, you should also feel a little bad for beating up on somebody who was probably first time playing chess. Had just loaded up on chess.com today. Provisional rating. And goes 1 in 13. You know, you should feel a little bit bad about that. I'm not gonna lie. You can clearly see that they're trying, you know? Like, it's not like there's... Sure, there's some people that have 1.5 out of 7. Whoa, Spindlertron, what the heck happened? I would have expected better from you. 0.5 out of 5. There's a couple of like 0 out of 4, 0 out of 7, 0 out of 9. Oh no, 0 out of 19? Oh no! Oh no, 0 out of 19 is a world of pain. But they already do have the chess.com diamond. I'm rooting for you, Lucas. I'm rooting for you. We're hoping you will bounce back in the future arenas. Yeah, I mean, there's some, like, the rating discrepancies all over the place, because once again, the arenas don't match you against your exact rated opponent. You're matched against whoever is finished, so some people played against much higher rated opponents, whereas some people played against much lower rated opponents. He already had a diamond. He already did. So it was good. Someone needs to teach us. Teach people how harsh it can be. Yeah, I mean, I think some people in here really learn how harsh it can be, but I'm really proud of everybody who played. If this was your first time playing, congratulations. I hope you had fun. And if it wasn't your first time playing, we're going to do another one for our Christmas streams coming up next week. So it should be a lot of fun. But in the meantime, we are going to be working our chess dating app with anything. Vibe coding chess dating app. If you want to check it out, if you've been asking about it recently, it is here! And I hope you guys are all ready, because I am excited about it. I'm excited about it. So for those of you who don't know, and you were missing out on my coding streams, vibe coding streams from earlier, maybe 2 weeks ago now. Just in time for the holidays. Yes, exactly. Exactly. We have been working on this for a little bit. 1 second. I will play the ad for it first. Because I think the ad was super duper cute. Okay, where did it go? Here, I'm just gonna pull up anything first. So this is anything. And we're just gonna skip this right now. And essentially what we have been working on, you can see all of the things I told it to do in the past. But this app itself is called Anything. It is available on mobile. And it basically lets you make whatever app you would like to make. So I decided on making an app called Chess Buddies, but I'm just letting you guys know that this is not something you have to make. It's pretty functional, and if we go all the way to the top, you can even see, I don't even know if I can go all the way to the top there. I have like talked so much with this app that it might be really difficult actually to pull it all the way up. But basically all I did was type in something along the lines of, let's see, what did I say? Oh, this was me restoring the versions. I autofill people, okay? I told the app to autofill people. So there is a leaderboard. I vibe coded this, and I just told it to fill the app with like a random couple of people, and then I also manually imported some users in. So for example, Delulu is a user from chat that I put in their chess.com profile. Felipe Hansen is also somebody from chat, and I'm not currently signed in, but for example, if I just type in Nemsko, I also added chess.com API, which is really cool. Prompt engineering, thank you. Vibe coding, prompt engineering, whatever you want to call it. But that is essentially what we have done here. And this is our chess dating app. Yeah, you do not play chess online. So the point of this app, my personal intentions of this app is that you are able to find people around you that you can meet and play chess with in real life. Because we all know about how rough the dating culture can be, how people might be, what's the word? Might be catfishing, or people don't have the interest they necessarily listed out, or, you know, they don't show up. Like, whatever the reason is, I just designed this app using anything. Once again, this is not an ad for my app. This is to show you guys that you can build anything you want yourself. But it's not a dating app. That's kind of my whole point. It's a dating app in quotation marks because there is a singles mode, and I had the user tell me if they were single or not. When I was asking for chess.com profiles, I asked them to include what your relationship status is. So singles mode is the version where you would actually be able to find people who are single. And the normal app is just, obviously, this is not a nishigiri. I've actually told the app a million times to remove some of these people, but it hasn't, and I don't know why. But it just auto-populated some random folks on here. And I guess a nishigiri must have had a big enough social following for this to happen. So, yeah. It's just like, it is, my app is not available for download at the Google Play Store. One of the things that does make it really, really cool on anything AI, on anything, it's just anything.com now, you are able to get an App Store review in a few minutes. This is not, as far as I understand, available for Google or Android platforms, but they do have iOS integration, so you can download anything on iOS to build. And you can also publish this to your phone to test on your phone as well. I've done that before. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have my phone hooked up. But once again, this is why, like, this is not... It is supposed to be an app that you can find however you want. Like, for example, this is the cool part about the app. So, who here is currently not single, in a relationship, and has a chess.com profile, and is willing to be put onto this app? Whoever it is, just type in your chess.com username. That's all I need, and I will put you in the app. Not me. All right. Anybody in a relationship? You're in a relationship? Let's go, Beal. Hell yeah. Oh, nice. Kevin is also in a relationship. Okay, cool. So what I'm able to do using anything is import Beal's chess.com profile. Their relationship status is not single. And I can't even spell this correctly, but you can see me prompting down here. Your chess.com I know this comes as a shock, but your chess.com profile does not show whether or not you're single. So when I do this, I have to tell the app, oh wait, you are not single, but still ready to mingle. Interesting. Okay, because it's not necessarily a dating app. It's called Chess Buddies, which just means that you're trying to look for somebody who might be willing to play chess with you. Look, I'm not here to judge, okay? I'm not here to judge anybody's relationship status. I'm not here to judge whatever. You can be whatever you want to be. It's totally fine. There's no setting for looking for buddies because the only setting is either singles mode or not singles mode. And obviously, I don't think this guy's 31, whatever. It's just autofilling with random people. But on the dating on your profile page, when you have it integrated, so this is another thing that I would want to do. Turn the name text into white and profile into white so it shows up. So it shows up better. But yeah, here basically you can toggle whether or not you are single or not single. And I added this manually as well, but it's pretty easy to make changes to your app. So if anybody has any ideas, feel free to let me know. Because yeah, that's basically, this app is for chess and chill. It could be, or you can just use it because like, I feel like so many people have an issue with finding real people to play with. So this is just that option. But I also wanted to say that this is the app itself, like, no, this is not, that's not real, obviously. Like, this is auto-populated. I don't know who here is super familiar. Type 1 in the chat if you are familiar with coding. Type 2 in the chat if you have gone as far as to get a degree in CS. Type 3 in the chat if you have no idea what is going on right now and you're just having fun. Okay. Alright, fair enough. So we had the CEO on our stream the other week, and they basically explained that this was under React, I think is the coding language. So I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of people here who are a lot more familiar with actual coding than I am. I did entry-level CS 101 and learned how to do print world effectively. Basically, that's what I did. And yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome, Christomir. That's good to know. So if you are familiar with anything coding or coding related and you want to try this out, obviously knowing a little bit of coding language can help. But this app, anything, is also just available for you to try out something completely new. So for example, let's say, what do you guys want? I have to toggle to app. Like, what do you guys want? What do you guys want to see? It's still thinking on that. You want bounty chess? I don't know if I can do that. Turn profile to white text. World peace? I don't think I can code an app for that. Sense of purpose? I also don't know if I can code an app for that. Anything else? Anything realistic that I could code for you guys? So, for example, if I want to turn profile to white text, it's going to work through the whole process, and you can see it right here. You can see how it does, and then it will basically turn this into white text. A single functional neuron. I also cannot code how to win in poker. You want to make it look a little different than existing apps? Well, if you give it an idea for what you want it to look like, you can tell it. I don't have a personal idea. You want a dark? How is this not dark mode? So now I just turned my profile in this into white text, as you can tell, and it was pretty quick. Yeah, a button that's just, but the whole point of this app is not that you meet people is not that you play against people on chess.com. It's for you to meet up with people in person. So yes, I can ask it to auto-populate. Is there a way to increase buddy score? I'm not sure what you mean. Well, that's why it's gonna be free for ladies and $999 a month for men. Add a chest tip of the day, yes. On the landing page, add a chest tip of the day. All right, let's see what it comes up with. No, I think it's what's the word for it? It's fair. That way, you know, it's balanced ratio. Yeah, we already have the business plan. It does not have a filter for height, but I can add one. What I was thinking is I could add a filter for what openings people play. I thought that might be really fun. Or a filter for what time control you like to play. Because one of the options you have right now is if you go into profile. So obviously when you log in, your profile is going to be this. Who else is here? Here, let me put in one Beal. Okay, we're fetching one Beal. So I could have signed in using Beals, for example. Obviously, if I actually made this into an app, I would force people to sign up with an email and stuff. So you can't just use a random personschess.com profile. But it can pull all this type of information, like what my current chess rating is, how many, like, or just games and stuff like that. Yeah, I think adding a filter for height would be terrible. Okay, so let's see if... Oh my gosh, it's coming out with a chess tip of the day. All I did was ask it for add a chess tip of the day, and it's added it. What do we think, guys? Bring knights and bishops out before moving the same pawn twice. Aim to connect rooks and castle. Do we like it? Do we want to keep that on? Now I would want to move the picture slide part of the page up so it's right under singles mode. Well, the app is building the, what's it called, like the framework for you to add all the other extensions and API and data and, like, you know, all of that stuff on. So whatever service you want to use yourself on the back end to store that, I believe is not anything AI's like specific expertise, although I believe they have a database. So now you can see this. I would have to move these a little bit lower. This honestly doesn't fit very well on the page, but we can keep it on because that's somebody has asked for. So yeah, if you want to check out anything to build your own app, it's just at !anything. Famous chess quotes to change up the advice. Well, I think there can only be one though. I think being on this page is already too busy. Well, like I said, it's an app for being able to just find people you want to play chess with. Oh, I could absolutely do that. Add a page for features like local meetups around your area. So what this is probably gonna do, put it beside profile. Okay, so it's gonna add another tab down here that we can go to, and it's going to be like a feature for going to a local meetup or something like that. This was not very specific advice, like very specific prompting. So whatever the app deems as like reasonable, it's gonna do it. So as you can tell here, it says it's implementing new tab page, etc, etc. But the whole point of Chess Buddies is being able to go to your like a coffee shop or something and meet somebody and play chess with. And then obviously if you're looking for something more, there is this option for you know, singles mode. And Delulu is one of those users who volunteered from the community to put in their chess.com profile and claim that they're single. So there you go. There you have it. But you can also see like how the code like is working on the backside and all that. Yeah, that would be crazy if there were actually like a team of people feverishly coding in real time. I know people are going to ask me about this, but one of the really cool things is that there is actually a database for it. So if you wanted to go in and like actually look through everybody that is on here and stuff like that. So for example, I would delete this guy because that's just me and I can just delete it. But here, for example, you can see quite literally the data of like all the different profiles and stuff. And one of the really cool things is that anything just does this for you. Like it just stores it on here, and then you can go back to app to look at. I would not say I'm the app final boss. If this actually like existed, it would be really, really cool. But yeah. I have not thought that far, King Nid. I have absolutely not thought that far. You guys are thinking very far ahead. You do realize that, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole, well, that's kind of the whole point, is that if you're struggling with finding people to play chess with in person, this is like, you know, when there's running clubs and there's, oh, gotta go back. 1 second. App. Oh no. Okay, try to fix. We'll have it fix it, no problem. But it does show all of the code here in the back. You're struggling to get your Tinder matches to answer your first message. See, if that is your issue, one of the solutions you can have is to use anything to code your own dating app. Yeah, and that's why there is the option to, you know, meet other socially awkward people over this app. Or if you feel like that's an issue, maybe you can also code an app that helps people with being less socially awkward. So one of the things that you can always do, for example, I'm gonna do like a new project. What can I help you build today? Okay. Build me an app that can help people work on social anxiety. Let's say whether add a tab that helps, that gives, okay, I would do this. Add a little buddy. Add a cute cat creature that gives, let's say, daily tips. Daily tips on conversational, on how to have conversations, and yeah, AkaNemsko can give tips. And let's see, what else do we want it to do? How do we work on social anxiety, guys? What are some things we could do? Practice conversations. I can't type. So basically, you do that, and then it's gonna design you an app. Just like that. But that's why I'm telling it to give you tips. Yes, this can help you build games. Here, I'm gonna show you an app that did really well in a recent hackathon. While this is thinking. So, anything AI, anything recently ran a hackathon for like $100,000. And there were a couple of really cool, a couple of like awesome apps that won. But let me see if I can find it here. Here it is. You have a great zero game design. Okay, so this guy built a game called Jig. Do you guys know what these type of puzzles are? I don't know if you guys are super familiar with it. But it's these type of puzzles where like you basically use a slider and you're trying to make the full image. So their app was built through anything. Oh. Here's their, oh, it's not going to their actual build. I can't pull up their actual build right now, but you can literally see how much text they use, and they basically made them an app. So if you want to, if anybody wants to check out some of the winning app ideas, feel free to do so as well. This is still building that. So this one is like a game. It's obviously not the world's most complicated game, but it is a game nonetheless. So yeah, the CEO Drew also mentioned that game building is probably not their strong suit, but it is doable. I've never personally used a dating app, so this is my like best attempt at conceptualizing one. Yeah, you can make an app with zero coding knowledge. Exactly. This is an app that follows your dreams, literally. And then somebody made this little app called Glowo. And basically, it's like track your however your today is going. So for example, if you have no glasses of water, it's not going to be very happy. If you've done no exercise, it's going to look depressed. And then yeah, it like saves your wellness activities and it displays it as a little like Tamagotchi like pet essentially, which I think was really wholesome. So there's a lot of like possible uses for it, and the app, just like anything, will just work on the app yourself. I didn't build that personally. My app is a hell lot cooler. I'm just saying. My app's a lot cooler. Oh no, that's not working. Okay, let's just restore this version. Yeah. And they use the same seed to try for a better score. Oh, that's kind of a good idea, actually. I kind of like that idea. Having that anti-anxiety app would give you anxiety. Well, in that case, you can actually build yourself an app that does a little bit more towards what you want to do. Like I kind of mentioned, this is entirely a build your own adventure. So for example, somebody made an app that's just called Travel Hero Tralala, and basically it's just like, it just generates entire plans for your itinerary. And you can integrate a million things into your app, so I don't even think mine's like that cool. But for example, this person was able to build an app that checks the weather in 2 different cities, as well as the weather in between them. And you can see the weather along your route in real time for like your road trips and stuff like that, using anything. And once again, these are all apps that are built straight up on anything. Like literally everything. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. If you've asked it to make a chess game with cheap-how aesthetics, I would like to see it. Show us. But look at what this guy's able to do. And now it just shows all the weather throughout the routes. I mean, I'm personally not going to go on a road trip like this, so maybe somebody else would find this app useful. I'm not going to because I don't like to drive like that, but... Dude, that is a lot of questions that I unfortunately do not actually have the answer to, Radio. That seems, I don't know what you mean you can't see the source on GitHub, but you are able to see all of the code for whatever is happening on the app over here. Right now, I've only built the shell for the app. So, because there's not actually anybody else who has downloaded the app and has it installed, at this current time, I would say the code is not open source, unless now it's open source, I guess, because you can copy, paste it. If I downloaded the project, but it's not supposed to be something that anybody can access. And I have not implemented actual chat features. Like right now, if you actually try to go into the app and try to chat on it, it's not going to give you anyone because there's nobody else who signed up on the app. The only thing I have done is manually put in some chess.com like API integrations and loaded people in. If you have like really technical specific questions, I would highly advise you to email anything, because like I said, I did like, my degree was not in coding. My degree was in stats and math and econ. So I did CS 101 and then I did a whole bunch of RStudio. So my actual knowledge on coding is quite minimal. But you're welcome to email them. You're welcome to test it out. I'm not asking anybody to sign in with email. I'm not signed in myself using email. So yeah, but one of the other things that is really cool is you're also able to ask them like anything, the coders over anything. There's an expert team that can help you out as well. But not everybody should be like, hopefully, obviously, if I do actually code it, let's see if any of these apps that were submitted for here have like messaging. I don't think so. I don't think any of the apps here had messaging. Wait, what happened? The full map experience should work now. Huh, interesting. Let me refresh this. Okay, so whoever asked for meetups, it is now available. Now, the idea for it is very much that it took a little bit. We fixed the error though, and now it is here. I mean, there's now way too many tabs down here, would be my issue. So maybe we take out leaderboard, because who cares about a leaderboard? But now there's also going to be meetups. And this is kind of cool, actually. And yeah, so then there's going to be like a map view of it, and then we'll have location turned on, hypothetically. But if there's any other ideas you guys want to have, feel free to do so. Radio, it sounds like your questions might be better suited to ask somebody on the anything team. I don't even really know what, like, I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I'm not actually sure why leaking an API key would be bad. One of the other things you can do is literally talk to it and ask about that. So yeah. You could add directions to the meetup, but you don't need to. Like, once there's a map, you can just figure that out yourself. This would be more to, like, for example, pull chess meetup locations. So basically, the way this would work, hypothetically, is that you would be able to add, like, people that are able to add specific meetups. Like, for example, Nightcap. Yeah, I can do that. How would I secure my API key? We can ask that. Need a feature. Okay. Create an env file for me. I have genuinely no idea what even an env file is. So. Feels a bit ambiguous. Did you read that? Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, thank you. That still means nothing to me, but I appreciate it. I'm sure there's something you can find in the back end. Like one of these, potentially. Between all of the code. Maybe it's under API. Like I said, I don't really know much about actual coding. But from the front end, it just looks pretty sweet. And that's kind of been what I've been focusing on. So I kind of don't like the chest tip of the day because it takes away from the like the profile here. I would kind of like this to be bigger, so I'm actually gonna take out chest tip of the day and wait, I would move chest tip of the day over to matches because I think that would be cuter, because then it's like, oh, you're gonna play against someone, so therefore we should be able to match against someone. If you match against someone, then you can keep in mind what you got, like the chest tip of the day, right? And then you're going into your game, so then you have a little bit of extra chest advice ready to go. It is React. I don't know what's on top. Yeah. Well, that's what this app is helping you for. Yeah, feel free to. Drop a link. You have to send the very specific like build link from up above, but you can send it and I can look at it on screen. Oh my gosh, that would be insane. Okay, let's take a look. So now, oh, 2 matches. I don't see it under matches. Did you add it, Mr. Anything? I don't see it under matches. So if you don't see something, you can just tell it, and then it's gonna help out a little bit. They gotta be Spanish opening only. I don't think they need it to be Spanish opening. But one of the things that I could do is also like, what is something that everybody absolutely wants to like know about who they're playing against? Like, what is it? Is there anything exciting or anything that is like, oh, you know, oh, what about this? What about looking for serious game? Add an option on profile to toggle for serious. So we can add like extra things to fetch basically. Oh, here it is. Now it's up here. That's cute. I like it. Develop with a plan. Their last 5. Okay. When you go to a user's profile, like, do you guys care about seeing chess enthusiast and tournament winner? Wow, it actually slides too. I don't think I knew that. Wait, that's crazy. I actually had genuinely no clue. So, for example, here it says, like, FIDE Master looking for challenging games, also teach chess on weekends. Do you guys want to know something more? Do you want to know about their favorite opening? Do you want to know about their favorite food? Interests? Like, what are we thinking here, guys? There's, like, so many other things. Like, it could be favorite opening. This is funny. Chess streamer and chess and speed chess specialist. The app actually did such a good job on auto-populating their profiles. Yeah. Opening and if London equals ban. That's crazy. Their childhood trauma? No. No. Okay. There's a white box around matches. Fix that and keep the matches text as white. Also, add for each profile There is no profile view. You can either swipe on them or not. Those are your options. Swipe or no swipe. If you heart, there's no like pop-up right now because it doesn't show that it's a match because there's nobody else that's actually using that side. Does that make sense? Like, I've only built the front end, like interface for it. But this is nice. Now I just fixed that, which is cool. And it looks really clean against the gradient background. Does the AI also work for object-oriented language? All right, quick Google search. What is object-oriented language? I'm not sure. Is gonna be my answer. I'm really not sure. It probably should. They do have an iOS app that you can work on. So if you literally want to just download anything on your phone, you can code on your phone. But I'm not really sure exactly what that question is. Yeah. Anything like does follow best practices, and their CEO has talked about this like 2-3 weeks ago about a lot more of these details. But once again, if you do have any specific questions, I would highly recommend asking them directly. Yeah. To get the detailed preview. All right, we'll look at, oh, this is cool. Cute. But yeah, this is, for example, a web page that Red Falcon literally just built right now using anything in the time that it took us. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Nice. I like the theme for it. But yeah, it makes making an app super duper easy. And then if you actually do want to publish it, like I mentioned, they have the ability to get it App Store reviewed for you. Yo, Sharmanik, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I agree. Once again, this is not an actual real app. If you wanted to check out anything to make your own app, you're more than welcome to do so. Here, let's take a look at what my other app would look like. So, for example, here I gave it like one sentence, basically. And we probably need to add a lot more. But this was not the best prompting. But whatever prompting you want to do, you're more than welcome to go directly to do it. And project dashboard, there we go. I don't know what language actually you would use for coding, because right now all I've done is like use English. I just type in English. Like, for example, let's see, what else do we want to add? Put in some fake messages for me to demo. Oh, wait, what? It's seeded? I added this dev seed option a little bit a while ago, but it wasn't actually filling up with any messages. Yeah, I mean, look, coding is still really useful because, like, if you know more about coding, then you would absolutely be able to execute a better, like, app. So, once again, I don't think that's completely useless, but here's an example. Poll night, most recent nightcap meetups, and put those under meetups. And I'm just gonna give it like an Instagram link. So I'm gonna drop in instagram.com/nightcap. This is once again one of the chess clubs that we do play at. And they do a lot of different pop-ups, for example. So an idea you could have is I don't know if it's going to be able to do it, but there's a chance that it could, and that would be really, really cool. It's pretty ironic. Yeah, that would be crazy. But once again, I'm not building this app necessarily to execute. Rather, I wanted to use this app to show you guys that even with my lack of programming knowledge, I'm still able to put together a concept. So maybe this is gonna be an issue for here. I mean, we have more or less what is like usable framework. This would be something that I could potentially show someone and they would actually be able to make sure like the matches system work. People are able to get messaging. When you log in, your information is secure and all that stuff. This is very useful for me personally to clearly communicate this idea that I had and then potentially have somebody in the future assist. If there's anything you would like to ask it, once again, you are able to check it out yourself. It is free to try, so if you would like to ask it yourself, you're more than welcome to do so. Right now, I think it's currently trying to build me meetup locations just based off of the... So this is Nightcap, and what I'm asking it to do right now is basically pull like, oh, they have a 1-year party anniversary coming up, December 29th. All right, I want to see if it's going to be able to put it in here. Well, that's what this app is for. You can code an app, absolutely, to help you get a girlfriend. Wouldn't that be crazy? So, from my understanding, anything also does reach the database level because I am able to, like, add people, technically, quote-unquote, like, actually add people here. But, once again, you guys could have a different understanding of that from me. Because I am not, obviously, the world's most effective coder. And that is okay. I'm giving you guys still some other jobs, you know? You guys can still try. I'm joking. Nice. So, for example, this is the app that I gave it 2 sentences, literally 2 sentences. So, this is my anti-anxiety app that took me literally like 30 seconds. And you can go and practice conversations with people. So, this could also be good if you're like new to the English language, like coffee shop small talk, and you can go and do these type of classes and you have like a little progress, day streak, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, I would probably make the cat more of a 3D cat that is interactive and reacts based on how your progress is going. 3D cat. I would also make it a little bit bigger because right now it's kind of small. And like these are the type of tips it's come up with. So for example, today's tip, it says start with a smile. When meeting someone new, a genuine smile can help ease anxiety and create a positive first impression. It signals friendliness and makes you appear more approachable. And see, this is just something that I literally like build it out of 2 sentences. Oh, that's a great idea. When you click it, it acts like it's being petted. So like if you are somebody who does have anxiety, one of the things I do, I love to fidget. I really love to fidget. I have today, my fidget toys are these little plastic things, which my cat would unironically really like. So what I'm gonna do, I will do that after I make it bigger and larger, and I'm also gonna make it interactable. Well, that's what the other app is for. As you can tell, I'm building 2 apps at the same time because anything is great and it can do that. So Chess Buddies does actually have chess tips under matches. Oh, wait, it added Nightcap meetup section under meetup tabs. Wait, this is insane. I don't know if this is actually going to work. I don't have access to an Instagram API token for that account. Oh, wow. If I actually ask Nightcap for they use Eventbrite. I do know this. They can pull from there instead. Oh my gosh, that's actually really crazy. So hypothetically, what I would have been able to do, which I know this is taking a moment, that makes a lot of sense. Instead of like using Instagram, like pulling text from Instagram, instead being able to be like, oh, you guys actually set this up, because they do use Eventbrite to sign up and go to events and stuff. And technically, if you want to go to a Nightcap event, you should absolutely RSVP beforehand. Don't just show up, because it might be at capacity. But you would be able to even use anything to like integrate for other events and live time stuff, which I think is really, really cool. So that's awesome. And yeah, if you wanna, if it can access database, my friend Vibeco with something else is something I'd help him with. Yeah, it's really awesome. Like, once again, I'm not the most, you know, this is also still working on the bigger cat. Still working on the cat. Go to dashboard, Chess Buddies. It can even pull from Google Calendar. If I can perfect the cat, I won't even need AkaNemsko anymore. Hell nah. What I would do is take an infinite pictures of the cat and build a 3D version of AkaNemsko using anything. Because the app would definitely let me do that, which I think would be really cool. But it might take a moment to load up, because this was a pretty big ask. So yeah. Once again, if you guys have anything you want to build yourself, do check it out. I am just one of many vibe coders on anything. This is something else somebody has built. Saves all your affiliate links, organizes them into cute bundles. That's a good idea. Someone made, they have ADHD and struggle to cook without getting overwhelmed. So they created Simmer. Simmer turns chaotic online recipes into calm step-by-step instructions you can actually follow. Looks kind of good. That's kind of awesome. I would take it. Instead of having to read like the, what's it called? The page-long explanation. When you look up a recipe online, there's always these family recipes, and they spend like, you know, however many words on saying like, this is from my grandma's recipe, etc, etc. This app allegedly just simply takes all of that out and tells you, hey, this is what you need to do. It's kind of like HelloFresh in a way, but yeah. Okay, so this app is a little bit more personal from Kiel Cole. They were trying to learn Korean and Spanish by looping the same songs on Spotify with lyric sites and Google Translate open, pausing every 5 seconds to figure out. So they built LinguaFlow, so that whole process was easier, which is kind of cool. And it's basically like singing, but it's like a translation for all the songs and stuff, which is pretty sick. Kind of cool. So there's backend infrastructure on their app. They have database setup, and then API keys configure with like Spotify, DeepL, and Music Match, which once again, yeah. Somebody was asking what is the language they use. So they actually have a few different options, but I believe the best one is Claude. And there's also, you can use, they have like a max mode, which takes forever to figure out, but yeah. Yeah, for sure, Lone Gamer. Exactly. You can do whatever it is that you feel like you might need, you'd be able to do it. So right now for this app, you don't need to use any coding language. And if what I remember Drew saying was correct, he says he doesn't actually recommend you to go into the code. but you can see the code here. I don't actually know if you're, I think you are able to edit it and stuff. And I guess if you wanted to download it and work on it in your own space and time, you're able to do so. But you are able to more or less do this without knowing much coding. But I believe the language underneath is Claude. Or was, at least. Maybe it's no longer. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, you can also like... Whoa. Oh my gosh! This does exist! I didn't know about this. Oh, these are pictures I've... Ooh, so there is like an API database key back here. They recommended you to not edit necessarily directly on anything. So if you want to figure out work on your own code, I think they suggested that you do it on whatever other app. Yeah, I'm not gonna show it, don't worry. And then if you are looking to just work on the app, you can do it on here. All right. I won't show the key. Oh, it's not very realistic, but at least it's 3D. It's cute. I mean, it is cute. It looks a little too Sims-like. Okay. Can we make the cat a bit more cuddly looking? Less definitive shapes and more cat-like, less cartoon. Also, when I click it, I want it to make a meow. You can tell it to do that, basically. Whatever you want your cat to look like, it's able to do that. It will take like a few minutes to do it, but it will do it. But yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty good. This is pretty sweet. I literally just gave it an idea I had, and then here you go, anti-anxiety app. So if you ever feel like you're struggling a little bit with your, you know, in-person skills, now we have a social anxiety helper. Yeah, overcoming social awkwardness with Catsko. So then you're able to use chess buddies to go into the real world to practice overcoming more of your social anxieties. Let's go to app. If this is gonna load, it's taking it a lot to load. Yeah, one step at a time. Can you make it so it randomly attacks you at times? Yeah, you absolutely could. You can do literally, you can make literally anything you want using anything. Like anything you want. And you don't need to know how to code it to make it happen. You can just tell it. So right now, I don't know why the other app is just much faster. Maybe it's because I'm using this one. But this one has just been a lot faster. So for example, it's currently working on it, but make it so the cat will also jump at you every now and then. And you can basically click send on that, and then the cat will randomly jump at you every now and then. Oh my god, I don't know if that made it better. Dude, that just looks less like a cat. It looks more round. But can I tap to pet it? No, the tap to pet isn't working. Okay. Maybe it's just not working because I'm on mobile. Not on mobile. Here. No. Yeah, wait. Why is the eye closed? Open both eyes. Make the cat a little more realistic. Oh, you know what else you can do? You can just add a picture. So let me just pull up a random picture of Catsko. Use this picture. Yeah. So now I've added a picture of the cat. A cute cat! Aw, pink nose! Cat looks very sweet. Thank you. Yes, you can also generate a picture if you wanted to. If you did. But if you didn't and you only wanted to use it to do the like coding work, that's also an option. You can upload pictures. In fact, the picture that I uploaded for the background, which now is taking forever to show up. Upload Catsko pics, yeah, exactly. Why is my preview taking so long? And then you can also hire a pro to build your app, by the way. So like you have the idea, you got everything, you want to make sure that everything is secure, APIs are working well, nobody can just hack your app. You can hire a pro to build your app. All right, let's hit the refresh page. Okay, so for example, right now, trying to go to the meetups page. Turn it on and off was the suggestion, yeah, indeed. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Meanwhile, it's okay because my cat app is working very well. Okay, let's see it. Oh, it meows when I tap on it. Is this supposed to look like Catsko? I mean, yeah, I would make fur fluffier and make him a tabby with a white chest and more cat-like big tail cat ears. but this is my point. Like, you can just do whatever you want with it, and then eventually it'll hopefully get to what you want it to look like. But it's a lot of fun. So yeah, if you guys have not yet checked out anything, make sure you do for whatever app you might want to make. Like I've mentioned, you can hire somebody to finish it out afterwards, or you can just press the publish button yourself and get it sent to the App Store. And you can also download anything on your phone to work on anything you might want to do directly on your phone. Thanks, Nork. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's pretty cool in my opinion, and there's a lot of uses, like real life uses for it, obviously. Both of my use cases here are, like, you know, it's not the most useful, but I can see a world where Chess Buddies does actually get built. So I think that would be really, really cool. So yeah, for sure. You're late to the arena. I started at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. You're only like 2.5 hours late, my good sir. We've done a whole other project in the meantime. We've built 2 apps. Not just one, we've built 2 apps in the meantime. I mean, this is still a little bit stuck, but it'll eventually work. I'll show you guys when it works. You don't gotta apologize. You should feel sorry about yourself missing it, because we gave out some chess.com diamond memberships. How nice, Slipster, how nice. Alright, cool. But yeah, if you haven't checked out anything, do so. It is free. You can build a very, like, you can build something using the free credits you get, and then, yeah, it'll be fun. Alright, cool. But thank you, anything. Oh, last 30 lines, I'll diagnose it fast. It's loading for a reason. He's waiting for error messages. Here's the log panels. Thank you. Alright, I'll just copy paste some. We can have it work on that in the meantime. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you're coming over to Twitch. Yes, you keep the source code. It is all yours. The code is right here. I don't know. I guess you can just download the project, and then however else you want to work on it, you're more than welcome to do it yourself. I don't speak for anything, so I don't know what the most effective way to do that is, but you can see all of the code that is happening in here. And yeah. You can check that out. But it's a lot of fun, and I think it's been extremely effective. Even though my cat looks a little uncanny. It's for vibe coding. Yeah. If you like vibe coding, or you've been trying to build anything of your own, you're welcome to try it. In the meantime, goodbye YouTube! Come over to Twitch! Come over to Twitch. So you're able to watch the poker. It's called Anything. And it's also available on your Android, on your iPhone. On your iPhone. Since it might take a while for this to come back, here, let me just restore this version real quick, so I'm able to show you guys what it looks like. They did also mention that Chrome is the best browser for this, in case anybody was curious. That's a great question. I do not know. I would ask them. I would ask them for sure. Wasn't curious about that. But I do believe that I don't know if anything directly handles the like personal data stuff. Okay, we're getting some issues over here. Here, let's go back to this version. I saw a glimpse. You're able to make mobile apps, if that's what you're asking. Like, the publish literally goes directly to the App Store. So yeah. I would say the answer is yes, but once again, I'm not the most... I don't have the most expertise on coding or anything of that sort. But if you want to check it out yourself and play around with it, it is free to start. And you get like 20,000 credits or something for free. But from my understanding, you can just push to mobile pretty easily. Okie dokie. Well, thank you guys for checking out the Anything AI segment. Here it is. It's currently a little bit iffy right now, but it's, oh no, I completely broke this one. But yeah, I mean, it was more or less working until I broke it. It is super fun to use. My nightcap chest meetup caused it to take up too much, but I believe everything is done on the web. And if anyone else has any questions, I'll do my best to try to answer them, but no guarantees because I'm not the best at understanding or like I don't know all the words that you guys are sending in the chat. Alright, we're gonna play some 100 NL with chat on Phenom. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're coming over to Twitch. Goodbye, YouTube! Finally! Oh, there it is. Now it's working. We got it to restore completely before I loaded up Nike. Oh my gosh, it works! Whoa! I mean, I would have to add the Nightcap API to this, or like the Eventbrite, but it's basically working. Oh my gosh, that's insane. It just took forever. Which makes sense. It seems long. But yeah, I would literally, and it just links to Nightcap right now. Oh, that's really cool. Oh wow, that's actually sick. If I just got the Eventbrite API from Nightcap, it would be able to physically load it up here on the app itself. Wow. So I'm not currently signed in. I'm not going to use my email or anything. Don't worry. I've added this very nifty chess.com username thing, and you can just continue with that. And then, oh, this is sick. Oh, everything's working. And then you can see myself on here. I don't know who Dan is, but somebody did that as a test, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you can go through the leaderboard and stuff. Yay, it's all working again. That's so cool. I love it. And then on the matches, there's even a little chess tip of the day before you go into your game, so you're ready. But yeah, thanks guys for checking out anything. Also, thanks guys for supporting my app, which is not even